the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. We've arrived along Orange Blossom Trail at Camping World Stadium here in beautiful Orlando, Florida. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Lined up for the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida's offense will have first crack at this one. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over.
There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Right on the money. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Dropping back, it's Gage. Extending the play. Grab near the marker, it's Bacon. Can't get into the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
The Gators can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge,
converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Gators will have it first and 10. They're going back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Oh, he's got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The offense goes as he goes. So really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Pittsburgh's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Turning it on! And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, showing some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to go up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff from the gun. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run the sneak for it. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They get to him as he throws. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target, and getting the completion.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Gage. Quick completion on the out. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on second and short. Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang good.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Creates a little space. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Oh, he makes the catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Setting up the screen. Finding an escape route. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn.
Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to the ground game on the left. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Line is set on third down. From the gun, the running back has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He now has 61 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Back to pass, it's Gage. Quick strike complete.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Just keep swinging it. Caught close to the marker. It's Bacon. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is just what you want. You get a first-and-goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they put the field goal on the board, about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, to give, looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
And the Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score.
Breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here's the handoff. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll try the left side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll leave it with him. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And the quarterback pulled up to and sacked at the 12.
That's a good example there of a complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Gators line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He's got it near midfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coates. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. offense changing the play. To the air, it's Gage. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense...
There he goes! And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. The Gators come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got his man to the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Gators are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This one's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Bacon. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. To the air on first down.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
They'll give it to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Back to throw, it's Gage. It's complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll try the run. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock.
Touchdown, Gator! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Give to the running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nope.
He lost one down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Gage. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Quarterback on the keeper. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Heaves it deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Gage. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he's got some space. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here at the end of the game.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Gage. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. All wideouts, no backs. They just keep firing. Time to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Gators have moved it inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Given up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Looking to throw on first down.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll return it from around the 50. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing
today. And I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected.